Welcome to get to know the speakers of Digital Confex. Today we have with us Martin van der Craats, who is principal consultant and founder Martific. He will be speaking on the topic Esport Evolution, navigating the future of competitive gaming during the Gaming and Animation Conference happening at Park Plaza Amsterdam Airport Hotel in Amsterdam on 29th May 2023. Hi Martin, welcome to the chat show.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, it was our pleasure to have you. So, Martin, please give us a brief introduction of yourself and your field of expertise for our audience.
Well, thank you. I'm Martijn. I'm the principal consultant and founder of Martific, as you so nicely introduced. It's my own company that I founded after working for almost a decade in the world of gaming and esports. I worked for giants such as Team Liquid, H20 Esports Campus, and 5CA. And that's also how my kind of journey started in the gaming industry. I've always been a vivid gamer. I used to play games on the computer since I was a kid, so I knew the world and the communities and everything. But then when I started working at 5CA, which is a company that does the player support for other companies, so basically it's not so much a customer service as it's based on more like community and player support and they do that for big companies such as Razer, Psyonix, Epic Games. So they do for Fortnite and stuff and Call of Duty and all those games they do the support for. And I used to be the HR director and I helped that company grow into what it is. Well, today it's a huge company nowadays. And that's where my professional life in gaming started. After that, I took a little bit of a detour on other directions. And then one of my old colleagues, he started working at esports giant Team Liquid, which is, if you don't know, one of the largest esports companies in the world. And they're also based and founded in the Netherlands, as in America and Brazil and many other places. But one of their headquarters is here. And they were looking for a Martijn, which someone who knows the world of gaming and esports, but also knows how to make a company grow, which is my expertise. After a few years there, started working at H20 Esports Campus, which is the largest esports ready stadium of all of Western Europe. And yeah, became the CEO there, did that for a while. And then I more or less started my own company because I wanted to focus more on education. That was kind of my goal because in the esports world, what I was missing was a great foundation. It's more of a, yeah, I don't want to say cowboy lifestyle, but there are a lot of people who don't really know what they're doing or they're just gaming enthusiasts, but they forgot it's a business. And I'm trying to put an end to that and making sure that people who get into this business know that it's not all glamour and everything. It's actually hard work. It's actually a lot of work. And if you want to make a living out of the gaming or esports industry, that you need a solid foundation.
I think it was quite exciting journey of yours from Team Liquid to founding your own company.
Yeah,
So, my next question will be, how excited are you for our event?
I'm actually really excited. I'm looking forward to sharing all my expertise and findings of this esport industry, where it's currently going and where we could go in the future. I think that esports world is very dynamic and it also has shown in the past 5, 6 years that it has many ups and downs for companies that have grown in the millions and millions of dollars and basically bankrupt right now. How that, the conjuncture of a company, how that will go and how you have to work and see opportunities and use those opportunities and be a stable company, not just performing on the battlefield or in the games, but also in business and how to get your fans engaged and knowing that it's more than just playing a game.
Yeah, surely. So, let's go deep into the topic that you have chosen. So, my first question for that will be, how has the landscape of competitive gaming evolved over the past decade, and what are the key driving factors behind this evolution?
Well, the competitive landscape has changed a lot because, well, I think there are more viewers. One of the many advantages that we had, well, I don't want to say many advantages, but some advantages that came out of the worldwide lockdown with COVID was that a lot of people started gaming and actually started to watch more streams about games and knew about the world of esports. So a lot of new fans and supporters came out of those out of that period, which is great. But also when the world opened up again, yeah, it became a little less, and the market there became a little less alive, so to say, because people had to work from the office again instead of working from home, and they found different ways of entertainment again. So I do think it opened new doors, but it also means that the gaming industry is very, very vulnerable for changes and how people's interests will shift. Um, I do think that there's so much more to see. New games coming out every single year, trying to reach the global status of an esports game being an interesting game. New games such as Valorant coming up, being a very good competitor for old school esports such as Counter-Strike. It's a huge change. And I think that a lot of esports will be more and more popular also when it's more regulated than it was like 10 years ago. Nowadays, young kids who are 13, 14 years old, they dream about becoming an esports player. That's never been the case. And nowadays, we also have an ecosystem worldwide where that's supported. It's not so much that gaming is a waste of time, but you can actually invest in it with time, with money, with training, and see where you end up. I think that's a huge change.
I think you gave very wonderful answer, like impact of COVID and all the games you talked about that now
Yeah.
people are shifting towards, and also the young generation is moving towards competitive gaming. So my next question will be, how do traditional sports organization and mainstream media view and engage with esports? And what impact does this crossover have on this industry?
I think that's actually a very interesting question because nowadays people watch sports on many different platforms. I mean, and back in the day, and I'm talking boomer language here, saying that you could only watch sports on television. Nowadays, you can watch it on stream. You can replay it. You can find it on streaming platforms where you can find summaries. All leagues such as NBA, NFL, or famous soccer, and maybe in India even cricket. I don't know about that per se, but you can find that on the website of the sport itself, or about the competition itself. And I think that impact was generated by also having esports, that people have more on-demand wishes on when and how to watch content. I think that kind of started with esports because esports is very how do you say this? The age group that watches esports is a young age group, and they don't like to get push content. They don't like anything to be like, oh, I have to be home at 9 o'clock to watch this. I don't know about that. I'll watch it later. And
Yeah.
they're fine with that. So that new type of watching things, that new economy that comes from that is very interesting. And I also think that traditional sports, you see a lot of esports teams being owned by traditional sports owners. For example, my old employer, Team Liquid, is owned by a company named Axiomatic, and Axiomatic also is a property of many sports owners from traditional sports teams in America, like Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan. They both have a stake in that company. And what they're trying to do there is make sure that the fans that are in the esports world also have a crossover towards the traditional sports. So to connect those players with the teams and or create a new fan base. I think that's a very interesting thing to start off with.
Yeah, I think you explained very nicely the shift of these games, these big organization to the esport environment. So my
Yeah,
next question will be, tell us about your hobbies. Like I already know that you are into gaming. So
thank you.
other than
Yeah, well,
that,
I
yeah,
play a little less games than I would like to actually, because well, I always say I'm a grown up and I have a job and I have my own company. So I'm very fortunate that I can work in esports. So sometimes I can actually talk about gaming, uh, during my professional life, which is
well,
a very big advantage. As you might see in the background, I love Lego. I
yeah,
got my Back to the Future car. If you look up a little bit, you can also see the
yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
car and some other stuff going on there. So I do really like that, building Legos. I still play computer games quite a bit. There's one game in particular that I love. It's not really an esports, but it's just a passion of mine. It's named Path of Exile. I think it's the best game that's ever been made, and for like 10 years I've been addicted to it. That's an impressive run for a game. Besides that, you know. being 37, I just love spending time with my girlfriend and just doing things around the house, not that special. And I love my job, just talking about esports, talking about gaming, talking about new technologies such as AI. When I have a little bit of time, I read about it. I spend time on it, and yeah, that's just love doing that.
Yeah, I can see your excitement right now. I also love playing games like Clash of Clans and PUBG right now.
Oh, they're great.
So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
To me,
so
PUBG is my favorite FPS to watch. I think
yeah,
it's just an incredible game.
yeah,
Uh,
we can say yeah.
very
So
entertaining.
so my last question will be also related to gaming. Like what game like recently will be your favorite right now you are playing other than
Well, I
you
think
told
yeah,
about
I
that.
just said Path of Exile, which is
Not
yeah.
that another one that is recent game or you will be looking forward like that will be launching soon.
Well, Path of Exile 2 will be launching.
Okay.
Well, so I'm looking
I
forward
think
to that now. But not so much in particular that I'm saying like, oh, this is gonna be great or awesome. I think some new VR games that gonna come out are gonna be great. We have some Dutch studios that are making nice haunted house type of video games, which with like an escape room element. Looking very forward to that. I don't. It's not really esports, but they look great, and the way they've been making it is very non-traditional. So love that. I still think that the classic games, and I'm talking League of Legends, I'm talking Dota, CS:GO, Valorant, like the big esports games, they will always do great. And with CS:GO 2 coming out in the past year, it's been a very nice shift in the esports world in that department, and a lot of things happening there. So I'm excited to see what comes out of that. Besides that, I just feel that it's time for one small indie studio to come up with a great game that has a complete shift in the esports world. Like back in the day when League of Legends came out, it was a small game, small studio, and yeah, look where it's yeah headed in the past.
yeah, I
So,
think some
but
indie developer will be there
yeah, but to me,
also.
I'm more
Yeah.
of I'm a gamer, but I'm also more of a enthusiast because
Yeah.
I'm not really good. I'm great at talking about gaming. I'm great at talking on stage about the business side of the gaming and how the esports media world looks like. But the gaming itself, I just like to sit behind my computer, have fun, and I think that's the key to everything. If you have fun, then you will make people move and you'll do things for it. So yeah, I'm looking forward because I just said, Path of Exile is my favorite game, and this weekend they will be launching a new patch, and I might lose a full weekend in gaming. So that's my thing.
So thanks, Martin, for your time today. It was great
No
connecting with
problem.
you.
Happy to have you here.
Yeah. So I am thrilled with your excitement to join our conference. So any words for our participants that will be joining the conference?
Yeah, come and watch. I mean, there's going to be some great talks. I am in the process of inviting me over as a speaker. I noticed the enthusiasm of everyone involved so far. Looking very forward to it, and I hope I can wow you with my talk about how the esports world will navigate towards the future. And yeah, let's have some more amazing speakers there who can change the world of esports day by day.
Great, good to know. Thanks for your time today, Martin, and to all the
No problem.
participants. Yeah, don't miss this session happening on Gaming and Animation Confex on 29th May 2024, presented by Digital Confex in Amsterdam. A great chance to meet with him in person. See you soon, Martin.
Thank you so much. See you soon.